Hi guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Thursday, June the 29th, 2023, Throne Thursday. Today we're pulling from the Game of Thrones tarot cards. So, yes, Sunny, Sunny agrees. So, um there is two messages. One, there's someone from your past or a new person, I'm not sure, but someone that likes you. I feel like follows you on social media, but not to a point that maybe you see it or they just will pull up your name. But they're gonna send you flowers. So you're gonna have flowers that show up at your door. I don't know if you don't hear the doorbell or if you come home, but I feel like you like look out, see there's flowers. There's no card though. I feel like the wind may take it away, so maybe you look around your property for the card, but it's like I feel like you should post that how you feel about them, because it's like that will be the green light for things to pursue forward. You know what I mean? It's going to be kind of tough because it's like, is it the same person you like or is this someone else, right? So I feel like in that way, it's like I feel like in your heart of hearts you know who it is. You know what I mean? But I guess be like, sit there and be like, you know, you want to reach out, I guess, or you know what I mean? DM. So I would check your I maybe Facebook, but I feel like it's like you would have to, it's not your primary folder. It'd be like, the other folder. You know what I mean? So you have to look for it. When I was dealing these cards, I was shuffling and just like six cards flipped over at once. So the Tower was there, Strength in reverse, Seven of Swords, Four of Wands. So this is someone in your home or around you that is deceiving you purposely. You know what I mean? I feel like your energy, your light irks someone. I feel like someone purposely is sabotaging you so you can't grow. You know what I mean? They're putting themselves first. Fine. Let them do what they want to do. Selfishly, they'll do what they're going to do. But it will not block what is meant to be in your life. It will not sabotage you to the point that they think it will. It's going to be very hurtful. You know what I mean? This is where the King of Cups comes in. It's like, you got to put yourself first. Time and time again, this person, like I know someone where it's like you mention things, oh, I don't remember that. I'm like, are you effing serious? Like, does this amnesia run in the family? Like, you know what I mean? Y'all hit your head. Like, what's going on here? You know? But look who you are. We keep getting the Chariot and the Six of Spears together. You are determined. You have to work harder than everyone else, but you are breaking generational curses. That's why your journey is much more harder. You're here for a profound purpose. Breaking generational curses so that way, is it your children or the children who knows comes after, who you're breaking these curses for. But it's like it's like kind of like where Coraline releases the ghost children is what they're saying here, so that way they're free, in that sense, but I feel like there was another card there, but just be mindful of this will be hurtful, but I feel like the Tower is very much like this death card where it's not going to be so devastating. I feel like it will be an emotional journey for you because it's like, yet again, you spit on my heart, you spit in my face, you rip out my heart, you know what I mean? It's kind of like those words, is it called Those Words? These words, where it's just like you don't have to tell me you love me, because words are so easy. It kind of reminds me of Closure, where Natalie Portman's character is sitting there and she's like, Anna, she's just like, where's this love? I can't see it, I can't feel it. It's like, you don't show me that you love me. Show me during actions. Linkin Park song, where it's flowers and cards out the window. It's like flowers and cards don't mean garbage. Your actions, what you do. You know what I mean? I would appreciate if you are broke and you made me a handheld or handmade, like, homemade card and you told me how you feel about me. That to me, like, even if you wrote I love you and you made it and it came from the heart, like, I would be like, I would cherish that forever. Someone in my life actually did that and I did not expect it at all. She made this beautiful card and she's like, I feel like her parents have told her, like, kind of what happened. And when it happened, she was like, send me a voice message saying she loves me and everything like that. And I'm just like, ugh, melt my heart, right? So she made me this beautiful card and she wrote Jen. So Jen. And she put joy ends never. And I'm like, oh my God, I want to get it tattooed on my forearm. But it's just like, that is a way of showing, like, you know what I mean? And their way. They can't hug you physically, but it's just like there are ways you can show people you love them without saying so much in words. You know what I mean? Maybe you're not a person that, tells those things, but I know someone in my life where, we call her an ice princess, but you know what? Your freaking back is against the wall and your house is burning down. She will do everything she can to freaking help you out. Like she always does. She will charge forward, and she's kind of like your white knight. You know what I mean? She will come in and she will fix the situation. She does it abruptly, not emotionally, and you're just kind of like, huh? But it's because that's the way she does things. She does it without emotion. And we need people like that in our life. Obviously with the King of Cups, it's like we have enough emotion for ourselves. But it's like you need people like that can detach themselves from emotions and just see the situation for what it is. And maybe you don't see it because you're all caught up in your emotions. You know what I mean? And it's like they take charge. Like my sister did that. When Shane passed away, she's like, let's go. Let's pack up the house. And she's like, by the time we leave, we'll leave all together. I was just like, huh? I'm like, you know how much paperwork I have to like take care of and everything? I was like, no, I can't do it in a week. I probably could have. But it's just like, where is it going to? She's like, we'll figure it out. She's like, we'll send it to a storage unit for now. She's like, we'll figure it out when we get there. I'm just like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? But it's like in my grief, in my shock, in my numbness, in my widow fog, it's just like she had a plan. You know what I mean? That's why she was just like, I didn't want to leave you there. And I'm like, I understand. Even my dad says that. He's like, he's like, I wouldn't have left you guys there. You know what I mean? He's like, I would have stayed with you and then went back home. And I knew that, like, like they were showing me like I would have lived in Ottawa, like not in Ottawa, but in Pembroke and stuff like that, if he was here. I know that, so it's just, there are people in our life that it's like, we can see what you're going through and we will battle for you. It's kind of like where they show Jon Snow, and that's been coming up a long time, where it's like, you're not afraid of battle. You feel like you're alone, but it's like out of nowhere, the Dothraki come in and all the people that back him up sit there and they battle that fight for him. You know what I mean? It's just like, you're not alone. You know what I mean? So it's just like, take that with you. And I feel like the Chariot and the Six of Spears are definitely that. It's like, don't make this an ego trip, because you make this an ego trip, it's like the universe will buck you right off. They don't even care. They're like, you know what? You want to be like that? Here, you can go swill in the mud in the filth. You know what I mean? It's like, use your light, use your purpose for a positive reason. You know what I mean? Chariot, you are victorious. You are not even a freaking horse. You are a freaking dragon. You're here to light up the path. Anyone stands in your way, you will light them on fire. Not saying that you have to hurt people, but it's just like, let karma, let the universe take care of it. You keep moving forward. Transmute it and turn it into something positive. You have faced adversity. Five of Cups. It may have been extreme like myself, where it's just like you make decisions that go against yourself and the universe is like, oh, hell no. You put everybody else's happiness above yours, and they're just like, You know what I mean? Gave them an opportunity to change their ways, and they didn't. I begged him to go to the doctor. Get your eyes tested. They can see in your veins if you're about to have a stroke or a heart attack. Let's go to the doctor. He was under the weather. If he would have went to the doctors, but like I said, let's call your mom, let her watch the kids. I will wait in line for you. They probably would have put stents in his heart like they were showing, but he still would have passed away because he wouldn't have changed the way he was eating. It's just the men in the family have high cholesterol. You know what I mean? It's just like, they got to be careful. They're ticking time bombs. They can't smoke because it's just, the genes are horrible. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you can't do those things. You gotta, your lifestyle has to be a certain way, So it's just like, it's like clean leaving, like they're saying. It's just, I try to get them on folic acid, clears out your arteries. Just wasn't for him. Apple cider vinegar, like I tried. Lead him to the water, but at the end of the day, you make your decisions as you move forward. Death. Major change and transformation. I do have someone around me that is passing away. This card doesn't necessarily physical passing away. We did get the tarot card. You know what I mean? The tarot card, the Tower card. So, you know what I mean? Is that, we'll see what happens there. But it's just like, be mindful of who you're allowing around you, who you're telling your business to. You know what I mean? Sit there and move forward, quickly and quietly. Do your thing on your own. You don't have to sit there and spread it to the world. But this is to take you to the sun. I pray that Tower moment doesn't happen. It happens. Sometimes it has to happen, though. You know what I mean? I don't wish it on anyone because it's horrible. But the world, Like they said, we're starting a whole new book. This is called Bittersweet. It was bitter that what you went through, but you still have two cups. And I say my kids are my pillars. They're my cups. They're the reason I keep charging forward. You know what I mean? But it's like now you're coming into the sweetness. We're leaving behind it, this journey that we went on. Anxiety, grief, depression, fear, worry, doubt. It's like that's all behind us now. Isolation. We're going into more celebratory times where we're socializing more. Some of it, I feel like spirit is like, sit there and look how far you've come. It gives me a headache when I think about, that time at the house after Shane had passed, It's just, just smelling his shirt, it would just make me just bawl and want to fall on the floor. And I was just like, I can't do it anymore. I'm like, I can't smell the shirts anymore. I'm like, it's just going to lead me down a path I won't be able to come out of. So I had to stop smelling them. The boys started wearing his shirts. It looked like dresses on them, but they didn't care. It was, they could sit there and smell their dad. And, we had to wash them, but it's just like, that was their dad with them. That was their shield against everything. I feel like the King of Cups, it's like, you got to remember to put yourself first. We always put everybody else above us, but you know what? Our happiness is just as important. Six of Spears, you are victorious. You will continue to be victorious because you continue to work harder. There are going to be days where it's like, like today I was dog tired, and I slept in and I'm like, you know what? I used to call myself lazy and I'm like, you're not lazy. I could have went outside and cut the grass, but it actually rained. So, I'm kind of glad I didn't get up, but it's just like, take that time to rest and rejuvenate and woos out because you know what? You deserve to sleep in. Not all the time because it leads into bad habits of where, being asleep is better than being awake. But it's just like, sit there. If you need that extra couple of hours, I didn't go to bed till 5, but still, it's just like, sitting there and, giving yourself the things that you need. Give yourself a facial mask. Maybe you, put a what do you call that? A conditioner, leave-in conditioner treatment, a hair mask. Don't forget your scalp. Put some castor oil and coconut oil with on your scalp. Great conditioner. So progress, victory, determination, mastery, control, energy, journey. So stands for potential greatness, the successful completion of a chapter. So I feel like some of us will be a chapter, but they're showing me this book. I can hear the book drop. Like when you drop a book on like a table, you could hear the thud. You know what I mean? It's like, here we go. You're about to get into this. You're about to get in the sweetness, the sun times. When they were showing this, the Six of Pentacles and the person's holding out their hand, it's like big and small pentacles. It's like you're about to have those apricots and those acorns and those mangoes. I feel like the acorns is like we're sowing new seeds that are going to turn into beautiful big things like that tree they were showing. The Chariot reveals a major departure. You make a determined move forward, either physically through travel or moving home, or progressing in your work and creative ventures. This card often comes up to show an opportunity that brings financial rewards or other marks of success. Relationship progress. You commit or journey on alone, determined to follow your calling. Driving a new vehicle. So something came in my path. It's been coming up for a while. I actually conversated with them. To me, it still seems kind of meh. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But, I'm going to do some research when I have some time because I'm not just going to delve in head first. You know what I mean? Not with my ego. I'm going to sit there and do everything I need to do to keep myself safe. So 5 of Cups. Loss, sadness, grief. And this is what I mean. You may have gone through a major separation, a divorce, a bereavement. And it's like you still have pillars in your life that are still standing. If you go back to, I think it was Friday's cards, where it was from the Shining Woman, where they were showing 3 different pillars. And the full moon was on every single one. And I'm saying full moon, I feel like it's blessing after blessing after blessing. I feel like maybe this flower is like this kind of like olive branch or this kind of like way of showing like, I do like you. I do want to pursue something. I just don't know how to say it. Or maybe they're afraid of saying it because they're afraid of pushback or they're afraid of getting, rejected, So it's just like, I would sit there, take it slow. If you do want to pursue it, figure out who it is first. And is it the one that you hope it is, The 5 is the saddest card. Often it comes up in relationship breakups or other personal loss, including loss of work, money, and reputation. The card could also show old sorrows resurfacing. It always happens. You learn to rebuild around it. It won't be such a gaping hole in your body for long. I will 100% tell you this because when Shane passed, it felt like I was gutted, for a very long time. Can't even. The most frustrating thing is the grief and the widow fog, where you can't even articulate a word. You can't articulate your thoughts because it hurts so bad to think. And one day you just wake up. I remember. I wish I would have wrote down the date. For the love of God, I wish I would have wrote it down. I just woke up. I was living here. It was 2018. And it was just gone. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And it's like, that's when the Phoenix was reborn. That's when the dragon came out in me. And it's just like, all y'all trying to take advantage and pull a number on me, you better think again. Someone actually said that to me. Oh my God, you've changed. I'm like, yeah, because the widow fog's gone now. So think again before you try running your little scheme on me. Because it ain't going to work. Do you think I was fierce before as a mama bear? Watch out now. Other interpretations is dealing with bereavement. Although 3 of Cups of happiness are turned over, 2 remain upright. Take what you can from this experience, as there is hope for the future. Everybody's journey is different. The anxiety that weighs on your chest, it feels like an elephant on your chest, does go away. Everybody is different. Every journey is different. It depends on how the relationship was. You know what I mean? Not everybody's story is a fairy tale. Not every story has, positive endings, or, you know what I mean? It's just, I will tell you, for some of you, you may come back together. I feel like that. Maybe their lust is what brought them to decide to go somewhere else. You know what I mean? And you find your way back to each other. They're showing 28, so you're obviously young. You know what I mean? But it's just like, it will not last forever. I promise you. Surround yourself with positive things. Do the things you love. Do things for yourself. Just little things. Go out for a walk. Do little things that make you happy. Go outside, sit in the chair, and put your feet in the grass. It will ground you so much. If you're able to, sit in the grass. Endings, rebirth, loss, transformation, release, truth. This is all about the death card. Reduces to 4. So we got the 4 of Wands in reverse, where it's like you're not protecting your home. You know what I mean? So I don't know what is skewing your thinking that was a good idea. Maybe it's someone in your family that, you're just like, you never thought would sit there and do it again. Here they go. Definition of insanity. The number 4 stands for order, which comes when death is done. The card is symbolic. Hurled significant change, moving house. So we keep getting moving house. With no harm to none. Hopefully this is something that you've manifested. You know what I mean? But they were showing 7 of Cups to me, I feel like, is delusionment. Did you build up this big delusion of how things were going to be, but you're not working hard for it? You're not working hard for you to move forward. A new career or demise of a relationship or other ways of living. This ending often happens quickly and is necessary to clear the way. Seeing the truth. Sometimes, love, we have those rose-colored goggles on and, it blinds us from what actually is around us. We have the world, completion, success, reward, integration, expansion. So the world represents fulfillment and deserves success. This may be graduation, promotion, the completion of a landmark creative project, or celebration of key anniversaries or birthdays. In relationships and families, the love flourishes and brings you joy. This card heralds a time of expansion as future plans take seed. And that's what I feel like they were showing, like apricots. And because you think about it, a mango has a major seed where it can replenish. Acorn turns into something, you don't even think of. This small little, nut turns into something huge like a tree where it gives new life. You may travel or move into new business or friendship circles. Spiritually, the card suggests oneness with the world. Awards and gifts. I feel like you're kind of hesitant to take these gifts. And I feel like Spirit is like, when I got this card, they're like, you cannot say no to these things. There are blessings coming from the universe. And when you say no, you're blocking others from coming in. If you feel comfortable. Obviously, if someone's being creepy about it and you're just like, you know what? I could live without it. Like, all due respect, thank you, but no thank you. You know what I mean? So, Five of Coins. Fear, poverty, lack tests. When reversed, the card shows your security is at risk. Relationship breakups have a financial impact, or someone will withhold money or love. An additional meaning is hoarding and ignoring money and relationship problems. Sometimes we do that just to purposely protect ourselves. You know what I mean? For me, I feel like the Five of Pentacles is that we're leaving all that behind. I definitely feel like this is like leaving behind hermit energy, where it's no longer serving a purpose in our life. Six of Cups, I feel like, is reflecting on our journey, on how far we've come. I feel like this is where Spirit is just like, we're reaching a point in our life where it's just like, don't forget how far you come. Don't settle for less. We have the King of Cups. And I feel like this is a major message of don't forget to refill your own cup. Don't forget to put yourself first. You're just as important as everyone you work hard for. We're ending on the Six of Spears. Success, acknowledgement, prizes, self-confidence. See, prizes. So we're getting gifts here, and I felt like that. This is a time of abundance. Take a well-deserved bow. The harmonious six shows appreciation and success. You are recognized and rewarded for your work in your community, educational and sporting achievements. This card answers yes if the question was, will I pass my examination? Win this reward. This card shows self-confidence in relationships, high on love. Tell yourself how much you love you. You know what I mean? Like, how much you sit there and see all that you do. Really see yourself and reflect on yourself there. But this is not an ego trip. This is to show that, you are just as important as everyone you work hard for. Everyone that you fight for. You have to work a little bit harder than everyone else. That's okay. You still achieve the goals that you set your mind to. And that's the important thing. That you are the victor wearing the wreath. You keep fighting. You keep pursuing. You know what I mean? You are reborn. Forget the phoenix. You're a flippin' dragon. Light that frickin', whatever stands in your path, on fire. Let the universe take care of it. You keep forging forward. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Thursday, June the 29th, 2023. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card.